I've lost all definition of the English language. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought for this video I would do some tips on how to survive uni, because if you may not know, I'm currently in my second year of uni. So I thought it might be useful to make a video on some top tips that I've learned over my 2 years of uni. So I know that why can't I talk? So I know that around this time a lot of people are applying for unis or looking at which kind of unis you want to go to, and so you might also be thinking to yourselves, well, what do I do once I actually get there? Or you could be currently in uni like me and you still have no clue what's going on. I know that I relate to that. So here are my top 5 tips on how to survive uni. So tip number 5 is to make a meal plan for yourself. Now this is something that I've found really useful, because if you've not had practice of it before, having to buy yourself food every week and make a budget for yourself can be a bit of a pain, because you will be tempted to buy takeaways every night. That's just a given. Takeaways are amazing. But you will find that you end up spending most of your loan on that, and that's not a good thing. So making a meal plan for yourself means that you will have food set out for you all the time. Because I remember the amount of times my first year I was going to the fridge expecting to find something to eat and it would be empty because I forgot to go shopping again. I ended up living on value beans and Domino's pizza basically, which isn't the best diet, surprisingly. So yeah, make a meal plan for yourself, plan out over the course of the week things that you're going to make, things that are going to be the best saving for you. Basically a meal deal that you cook yourself. And then, hey presto, you have food, and then you've got a budget, and then you know how to balance your money a bit more so you can go on those nights out. Yay. Tip number 4 is to make a calendar for yourself. Now something that's really difficult when you're at uni is that you want to go on nights out all the time, and that's fine, that's great. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but there is going to become a time where you have to write your essays and you have to go to your exams, and doing that hungover is a bit of a challenge. So something that I think is quite helpful is to figure out a couple of like study days or days where you're going to do some reading. So the plan that I came up with is to set aside a certain amount of days in the week where I would study or do my reading or do a bit of revision, whatever, and then I have a couple of days set aside where I can have nights out with my mates or, you know, just chill and do nothing. So this means that you can have a couple of days in the week where you study, get your work done, and then a couple of days to nap and drink. Tip number 3. Now, uni can be a stressful time. That kind of leads into point number 4 that I mentioned earlier, you know, finding that balance between your work and your free time. And sometimes the deadlines can start to pile up. So I came up with some ways I could de-stress myself. So you can put this into your calendar if you want. So find a few ways to just relax yourself and calm down. It could be something as simple as making yourself a nice cup of herbal tea, or watching a bit of television, you know, going on Netflix or something, taking time out your day to just say, I'm not going to think about anything, I'm just going to relax and focus myself. You may find that after you've done this, when you then go back to doing your studies or writing your essay or whatever, you're in a much clearer state of mind, and that can be a good help for when you get back to your work. I used to give myself study breaks in between, so I would maybe do about 20 minutes of work, then take like a 10-minute study break. And then when I'd go back, I'd be a lot more clear-headed, and I'd find that I'd be able to even rewrite sections of my work that came out a lot better than when I put down the first time. You know, give yourself that time, you deserve it. Tip number 2 is to socialise. Now, you're going to find that there's loads of societies in uni, and you might think to yourself, well, how do I find the right one that's going to be right for me? They have so many, like they've got pyjama society, they've got a garlic bread society in mind. If you can think of a society, it's probably going to exist, and you know, you'll meet people there who are very similar to you, and then you can get along, and then, you know, you branch out and meet new people. I would say that it's a really good idea to join societies. I know that's probably advice that you probably have to have a lot of people, but trust me, it's a good idea. It's also worth mentioning that even if you can't find a society that you think is completely right for you, get a few of your mates together and start up your own society. So I feel like I should also put a couple of honourable mentions into this video. UCAS. More important than you might think. Important to get that done. Get it done as soon as you can, and then it's just out the way, it's sorted. Also, if you're not quite in the uni stages yet, look at your loans. Try and get that loan as soon as possible, and look at how to get the best amount of money for yourself. Maintenance loans are really great, whether you're going to be living on campus or not. They will help you out massively, so definitely look into that as soon as you can. Okay, and finally, tip number 1 I have for you is probably the most obvious one, but it is to be open-minded. That can just be because you're going to be maybe moving to a new area, or loads of people are going to be moving into your area. You're either going to be nervous, they're going to be nervous, you're all going to be nervous. So the best thing to do is just to go in there, feeling confident about yourself, make new friends, be really happy with everyone, you'll have a great time. If any of you guys are from the Midlands, doesn't exist. Pick a side, you're either from the north or from the south. So choose now, and what you choose will be very, very important, so make sure you pick the right one. North. Okay, and that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That would mean a massive amount to me. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are going to be in the description, as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you so much for watching.